All right, so you've been practicing, I hope, right?
No.
What? Chat has been
not at all.
Chat has been expecting you to be like a pro by now. It's been like
I'm
what,
really
a month?
Sorry. I'm so sorry, chat. I had finals and then I went traveling like crazy. So, no. Sorry. I was in Texas for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you mentioned you were doing some LARPing again.
Yeah, I was at PAX South actually with a company called True Dungeon, and they do these like live walkthrough dungeon experiences, and I got to be a snake priestess. It was pretty cool. I got to scare a lot of people. It was awesome. And then I went around San Antonio, and I was in Dallas, and I did a bunch of photo shoots. I got to go. Do you actually like play D&D? Like, do you own any miniatures or anything like that?
No, nothing in real life. I've played 2 or 3 campaigns on what's the name of that website? Roll for It. It's like a
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I went to one of the companies called like Reaper, and I went to their factory, and I got to like see it and walk through it, and they got to show me how they make figurines, and you got to see all the professionally painted stuff. It was actually really crazy. I was like, I couldn't believe people painted such detail on such a tiny scale.
Did they make a Monk 04 miniature for you?
I wish. I did get to paint one though. Where is she? She's this little, I think she's an elven like cleric, but she's pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy with her. It was the first miniature I've ever painted.
That's cool. That would probably be a lot of fun playing in person. When I was in like high school, we played a variant of D&D that one of my friends was trying to make, you know, and I think he was just basically ripping off the D&D system, but calling it
homebrew.
Yeah. I guess that's probably pretty common, right? So
yeah, it is.
That's the only time I've ever played in person, and it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Of course, it got me branded a nerd, so that wasn't really as good.
Hold on. I think somebody's calling my name, but I'm currently on stream, and I'm going to kill them if they walk in this room. Please. Thanks.
I was going to ask if you wanted to...
No, I don't want to go to lunch. Thank you. I'm streaming. There's hundreds of people watching.
Welcome, life of a streamer. Like,
oh, God.
You're ready. She's ready. All right. Now we did this intentionally. You loaded in Portugal after me, so you should get all the pop-up events. So I need you to LARP. You need to LARP like a pro. Like
I'm ready.
Like you're being paid for it. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I remember now. So you declared war on Granada, and we're beating up Granada.
Yeah.
You decided to go on like a holy jihad, not jihad, crusade rather. That's the Catholic version. And we already have them full occupied. Why are we still in the war?
I don't remember. I don't know. I think you were telling me to do something.
I don't care what we do in this run. Whatever you want to do it's just you tell me what you think is fun,
I don't know if I can trust that.
You said you wanted to start off your very first campaign. You thought it'd be fun to be a world conquest campaign. Remember?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing still?
I don't know. I think that might have been a mistake. I think I was just overambitious. I just want to win the game. How about that? That'd be great.
Okay. The problem is that it's kind of open-ended, and you define how you win yourself.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Gosh, there's no victory conditions in this game besides like...
No, there's no culture victory, no science victory. None of that civ crap.
Because like my real like true deep want is to like be America and like rule the world as a native nation, because like that would be cool, but we're playing Portugal, so I have to think I don't know what I want Portugal to do. I just want them to be great.
We can do that. We could colonize the 13 colonies over in the eastern coast, and then we can form a colonial nation, and then we can choose to play as the colonial nation instead of Portugal. We can found the United States with Portuguese.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Alternate history.
Didn't the Netherlands do that in I think I remember now that you can like switch playing from actually one nation to the other.
We could form Brazil as the Portuguese. But if you want to do the United States type thing, then we would have to go for the 13 colonies.
gosh. Okay.
So no more world conquest, it sounds like. Got it.
No, I think I'm over that. I think I was just ambitious. I think the reality of the situation has occurred to me.
Okay. Well, why don't we start by just piecing out on this war, and then we'll like let time pass and kind of decide on what to do from there.
Okay.
I don't think Tunis is willing to agree to any kind of a deal right now. So Tunis is a secondary participant. They have negative 27 reasons to accept just being knocked out of the war. So if you want, we could agree, we could send like a peace offer demand to Granada right now and just demand like his full annexation. Give half the land to Castile and half the land to us and kind of call it good.
Okay. Also, yes, I can see you, chat.
She's much more diligent about chat than I am.
Okay. So how do we give the peace offering if we do that?
All right, so if you want to take a look at like how to do peace deals, just right click on the flag. See there's a flag at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, got it.
Portuguese conquest of Malaga. Right click takes you to the peace deal. Left click shows you the war overview. So we want to right click and then you have to have a diplomat free, which we currently have 2. So we're good to go. And then when you're trying to like do the peace agreement, you just, this is I guess more complicated to describe than I thought it would be just in my head. It's all so simple to me now, but so there's like multiple tabs at the top, right?
Yeah.
First thing, when you're looking at it, it says like Portuguese conquest of Malaga, war score is 58%. You see how there's 2 main tabs? There's demand tribute and offer tribute.
Yes.
Demand tribute's if you are winning and you want to force them to do something. Offer tribute is if you're trying to surrender to them. So if you switch, the whole interface changes and becomes red to show you like you're giving up, you're losing. We want to be green. Green is good. So demand tribute's where we want to be. One layer below that, now we've got cede province, revoke cores, release nations, annul treaties, and regular treaties. So if you want to take land, that's going to be under the first category, cede provinces. And you can either do it by clicking on the provinces visually on the map, like Gibraltar, Malaga, Granada, or you can do it by scrolling the scroll bar and finding them. You can sort alphabetically, you can sort by war score cost, diplo points, prestige gain, who receives it, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Okay, yeah, I see that. All right, so what would be the best territory to? We have a claim on Gibraltar. Well.
Yep. So this is a conquest war. We use the fabricated claim as a justification for attacking them. So we only have claims on 2 provinces, Gibraltar and Malaga. And if we tried to take land that's not part of the claim, then we would have to pay diplomatic points because reasons. Mm-hmm. So basically, if you take something that you're not supposed to, you're not justified in taking, there's this concept in the game called unjustified demands. The demands aren't justified, so you have to pay diplomatic mana to do it. So we're justified in taking these 2 provinces, Gibraltar and Malaga.
Okay.
If we did just that, though, you see how there's like a little red thumbs down next to Castile's flag on the very, very left side of that peace deal screen?
Yeah.
If you hover over that, it says Castile is given fewer provinces than they expect from their participation, their war contribution. So they would be mad, basically. We told them we'd give them land, and now we're not doing it. So we need to either give them 1 province, 2 provinces, or just be happy with pissing them off. So do you want to piss them off?
No, because they're strong.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They're a lot stronger than Portugal is at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Now, if you give them more land than they expect, then you gain favors. So if we give them both Granada and Almeria, then that little red thumbs down becomes a green thumbs up, and you can hover over it again, and it'll tell you they will owe us 17 favors. A favor, you get 1 favor per year, depending on the relative size of your country to their country. If you're really tiny and they're really big, you might get a favor every 2 years, every 3 years. The most you can gain is 1 favor per year. In this case, 17 favors, what that means is that we could basically call Castile into 2 wars. We could force them to come help us in other conquest. So it's a lot. It's a lot of favors.
Okay. That is a lot. Okay. Everyone's saying to betray, but like I am I like the only one that likes to deal honestly? Like if we said we give them land, we give them land, but like apparently that's like not the way to go.
Scipio, you just got called out. You are everyone. Scipio's like the only person saying to do it.
No, look, there's tons of others betray the AI.
Now they are. I see Videk and Lambert. Lambert's in here wanting to steer you down the path of darkness. No, I agree. Let's just let him have some land. Let's be nice. So 48%.
Right.
So because we have 58 war score and the 4 provinces would be 48 peace offer value, there's a green check mark that says, hey, they would accept. And then it says in the tooltip, because Paradox loves tooltips and doesn't just show it outside of the tooltip, we currently have 3 reasons. So they would accept by 3 reasons.
Okay.
Which means if we click the give some gold, now they will still accept by 3. We can also take all their money. They're getting full annexed. So we take a little bit of cash in addition until it says they have 1 reason.
Lands do you have everything selected, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So that's us basically partitioning Granada. We take half, Castile takes half, and ultimately we gain favors with Castile and we can use them in other stuff.
Okay. Hold on, because my little menu does not look like your little... I'm trying to make my menu look like your menu.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would prefer for you to do the deal, because you've got to learn how to do the negotiations with other countries if you're going to conquer the world.
This is rough. Okay, so I click all the countries, then I go down. I have to give gold. And how much gold is recommended?
Not give gold, demand gold.
Yeah, demand gold. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, demand gold.
Yeah, because we're forcing them to surrender, so we're demanding they give us money.
Okay.
In addition to the provinces, because we're, not just happy with their women, their children, and their clay. No, we want their money too.
Okay. Wow, we're bullies.
Hey, you started this war. It wasn't me.
Oh, I'm a bully, man. I'm so sorry.
All right, so whenever you have got that deal the way you like it, just go ahead and in the very bottom right, there's a send demand button.
Okay.
I think that's what it says technically. Yes, send demand. Now, if you're ever...
Here in the background.
That's
Nice
a-
couch.
It's a what?
Deadpool figure in the background.
Very nice.
Sorry, somebody
did
pointed that out.
Did you see the new Ryan Reynolds and
Oh my
Hugh
god,
Grant
yes.
video? That was
Yes.
funny.
How much gold did you demand?
36 ducats.
36. Okay.
$36 dues.
$36 dues.
That's what they're
Okay.
willing to accept right now. We could keep dragging the war on, but
No, I think I got everything the way it's a peace offer value is 60.
yep, on the dot.
Okay. Send should I like that you have the option to suggest demand or send demand.
Well,
I'm going to send the demand.
yeah, there is it is funny, but the suggest demands button is more of a, if you don't know what to demand, it will automatically choose a peace option that the AI is willing to accept right now. So if you click it, it'll mess up your peace deal like mine is right now. See how it's changed? They're actually willing to accept up to 73 war score worth of peace offer, but notice how Granada turns this brown color. Basically, they would give us more money and stuff if we let them survive as a nation, but we don't want that. We want to take all their clay.
Okay. Alright. And alright, yes, I see that.
Okay, so the diplomat's off, then we'll just let some time pass. Let's go down to
Cool.
speed 2 for a sec, and boom, there you go. Portuguese conquest of Malaga. How many-
Glorious victory.
So yes, we've been playing for, 20 minutes now, and we've managed to let, 4 days pass. So,
Yeah, I know. I remember everybody saying how slow we were going last time.
so did you already close this pop-up?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
There was another one underneath it.
She's just like I am, chat. Instantly closes all the pop-ups. Go away. Get on my screen. But I just want to briefly show you what this stuff is. Every time you end a war, you get this thing. And if you want, you can click on these flags to isolate their numbers. So if you want to see, we only gave up 1,576 infantry and 728 due to attrition. So 2,304 brave Portuguese soldiers gave up their lives so that we could have some Granadan clay.
Oof, that's rough. All right. Thanks,
And-
guys, for your sacrifice.
Yeah, now 10 times as many Castilians died. 24,000. So, anyway, and then there's a summary of the peace deal. Cool.
Oof. Great. Okay, yeah. Harold from... Fuck. Oh, good harvest. 1452 was considered a particularly good year for Portugal due to good harvest generating higher incomes than ever before. Put into the treasury, invest the money.
So I think one option's what, money, direct money, and the other option's
Yeah.
what, monarch points?
Gain 70 ducats or gain 50 administrative power.
Monarch points are almost always worth more than money because you cannot turn money. You can turn money into monarch points, but you can't turn monarch points into money.
Okay, all right, then we will invest the money.
Cool.
You don't ever really read those pop-ups, right? You always just
No.
look at your two options.
No, not anymore. All right, so this newly conquested land that you have decided to steal from the former country of Granada, this land is it's not like our normal land. It's full of a bunch of filthy Andalusian people, and they believe in this weird religion called Sunni. Sunni Islam holds that the legitimate successor of the Prophet Muhammad was the father-in-law Abu Bakr. So basically, they're heathens. Is the correct term? I mean, they are heathens, meaning that they are of a different religious group than us. So there's multiple ways to deal with that.
You send the Inquisition?
Yeah, we can send an inquisitor / missionary to convert them to believe in Catholicism. We can also, as of a recent patch, export them. We'll call it the relocation program.
Oh my god, that's so mean.
Once we start colonizing, we can just ship them off to other places, just make them go away.
Oh.
It sounds really, really bad, but in real life,
so terrible.
but
man.
there's a couple of basic things we do need to do with this land before we just let the game keep running. So you see how there's a fort in the province of Malaga?
Yes.
These two provinces have high unrest. If you hover over this little unrest button number here, it's going to list all the reasons why they're mad, basically. We have some war exhaustion. We're overextended because we have land that we just conquered. The religious unity of our country is down a little bit because we've let these filthy Sunni people into our country. We are intolerant of them, which is why I call them filthy.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Stop that. Just kidding. Bless you. And then,
sorry, I'm so sorry.
What is that noise? Why are you making that noise? Separatism is whenever you conquer lands, the default penalty for unrest is 30 years of separatism, which just gives 15 extra unrest. It goes down by 0.5 every 1 year on the January tick. So coming up in January, the unrest from separatism will be 14.5. So basically, we're going to have a rebellion here. You should probably turn that fort on in Malaga just in case we forget and they rebel. We don't want the peasants and the, Andalusian Sunni Granadan separatists to rebel and try to occupy the fort. Do you remember how to?
Yeah, it's a mothballed fort. So,
There's a button right above the little fort icon. You can click it, or you can use the H key to mothball forts. All right, good to go. The other thing we need to do is we need to core this land. We need to basically say this is part of Portugal. So there's a button. It's got a little green plus on it. We need to spend admin points to core the land on both provinces. You can either do it on each individual province, or you can press F1, 0.
Mm-hmm. F1 and 0?
Yep, F1, then 0. And then there's a button here to manage your overextension, and then it'll list all the provinces that are not currently cores. And then you just click Make Core. We're going to spend administrative points to do the requisite paperwork or some nonsense to say, hey, this land is part of Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead,
Yes.
whenever you feel like it.
Sorry, I'm trying to follow along.
No, take your time. I mean, I'm just trying to let you do the clicks so that I'm not just
Okay, I'm
getting way ahead of you.
The menus are very overwhelming. I was kind of getting the hang of it last time. Now I have no idea where anything.
Yeah, that's standard. All right, so what do you want to do next?
Okay, so how do we prepare to go across the sea?
Well, to colonize. All right, so we need to use ideas.
Okay.
National ideas and regular ideas.
Okay, how do I get to that?
All right, so if you want to look at technology, you press F1 and then go to 6. There's a little...
Wait, hold on. We got our chancellor reports claims fabricated. My king, those underhanded rogues in Morocco, have the gale to claim Malaga as their own. Though their claim is obviously spurious, whatever, I can't say that word, it's still enough to justify war if they wish it.
Yep, that's what we did. Remember when we fabricated claims on Granada? Now Morocco is doing the same thing to us. They're saying that they want that land too.
That's great. Too bad.
Yep. All right. We do have we do have an explorer. So if you want to go try to find some new lands, I don't know if you know what the map looks like, but this isn't everything. There's more out there.
Oh yeah, I had no idea. I don't know what I've barely traveled.
All right, so we have ended our war, and our navy is just kind of hanging out over in the Gulf of Gabes. You forgot all about it.
Yep.
You never gave them any instructions, so they're just gonna starve to death.
Oh. Oops.
They're all gonna get scurvy. Let's bring them home.
Okay.
And then we'll send them out to go find some new lands.
All right. So I have them selected, and then I...
Oh, I'm sorry. I issued the command. I'll send them back.
No, please. It's fine. You did it. It's good. It's great.
All right. I'll let you do the next click.
Yeah, I see that they're moving.
All right. So to send out an explorer, there are two types of admiral in the game. There's actual admirals, which are just leaders for your navy. And then there's a special type of admiral called an explorer. And explorers can penetrate the fog of war. The Terra Incognita is what this is called. This big white map-looking background thing that's not been explored yet. So they can move into that even though they don't know what's there. So we're going to use one. Portugal's special.
Fog of war is what they call it in Civ. So yeah.
Yeah. So Portugal's special. We start with one, even though we shouldn't be able to get them yet. So what I've done is I've just split off 3 light ships. We've got the Nosa, Sonora, da Gloria, Santa Clara, and whatever that is, something de Graça. Do you remember how to assign leaders?
Nope.
Okay, find the three ships.
Yes, I found them.
Have just that 3 fleet selected.
Yep.
There's a button at the top that says no leader. You can click on it, or you can use the N key.
That's right, got it. Okay.
And then we want to assign Diogo Gomez, who is an explorer, to this fleet.
Yep.
And then it'll take you back to the main screen, and now there's a button at the very bottom of this like big square block of things. We want to select mission. And then tell him to explore. And you can choose which region you want him to explore. The West African Sea or the West African coast. So there's like a pure blue indicator for just water tiles, and then the coast is going to also reveal the inland provinces. Usually you want to start off with the waters.
Okay, so just... I mean, I like that you can circumnavigate... Okay, we can't circumnavigate the globe yet. This explores in Africa. But, like, I don't want to go to Africa.
Well, we have to find stuff that's nearby before we can find stuff that's far away. We're being limited by something called colonial range, which is low right now because it's the year 1453. We don't have any ideas yet to increase our colonial range, so we just got to explore what we can.
Okay.
So.
All right. So we're gonna do the West African Sea. That's like better than the coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Send.
All right. There they go. They'll go find the new world for you.
Wow, look at them go. I'm so proud of those little guys. Good job. So proud.
And then we'll take our other one light ship that we have, the Santo Alberto, and have him go protect trade in Safi, just to try to make us a little bit more money. We're slowly losing money.
Don't at me with the Africa thing, okay? Listen, I'm brown, all right? I'm actually West African, but that doesn't mean I want to go to Africa.